Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, Herd 37. So in our last episode, when I left off, I wasn't sure if we were going to move straight to the Baron 58 or not, and we are going to go ahead over to the Baron 58. The other one I was looking at, it was the Piper Arrow. Was it the Piper Arrow 3, I think, from Just Flight. It's a badass plane, but it's a Cherokee plane, and we already have the Cherokee. We've done that with ATA, so I guess we'll just go ahead and leave that one out and move on over to the Baron 58. And of course, before we can start flying jobs or anything, we have to do our little check ride and get our rating. So that's what we'll do in this episode. So I gotta remember how to get over there. Personal info. By the way, I bought another stationary. If you look at our money, it's way down now, like 200 grand. I bought another Station Air, and I'm going to do some passenger flights with it, routes. And the other one I bought was not the G1000, so in another actually, I won't record it. I'll do the Station Air without the G1000, just the regular one. I'll get the check rating for that as well. I won't record it, though, but I like to have the rating for every plane that we own, so I'll go ahead and do that as well. But like I say, won't record it. Alright, so we are going to be in the B58. Yeah, you can see it gives me lots. I kind of disliked it. If it's got the G1000, you have to do that and the regular one. It's kind of odd. I don't know why you can't just do the regular one and have that count for the G1000 as well or whatever. Let's go ahead and take this test. We're not going to load it up. Got plenty of fuel. We'll do it at Huntington, so we'll go ahead over there. And it'll probably be jagged and stuff. I'm going to click that off. Maybe that'll help. It probably won't. Alright, we'll move over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we go. Welcome to the flight test. Take off, then follow the prompts. Do not exceed a pitch angle of 45 degrees or a roll angle of 40 degrees. Do not stall or overspeed. If using ATC, request flight flowing for the general handling section. Let's see, I think I've still got some views made for this. Our nice Baron 58. I haven't flown this plane in a long time. This one is from Carenado, by the way. Nice to see you in Huntington. There's another plane. There's actually several. There's several GA over there. 2 over there, so that's kind of nice. Alright, we'll jump in here. I left off the first page of the procedures. They're not really that important. Let me see if I can get that yoke off real quick. It really doesn't matter. I know we need to open the flaps. It also said to turn on the battery and the alternators. Those alternators, all this stuff is already on. I don't know why. So turn that off. I think everything else looks like it's off. Put the parking brake on. Turn on the battery. It said alternators unless you're using external power, which we're not. In which case you leave the alternators off. Alright, mixture control. Let's go back up here. That'll look a little better. Alright, so mixture control. Full rich. Propeller control, high RPM. Make sure I got that all the way up. It says fuel boost pump switch. I will take that off. We put these on high. And then it says a throttle close and open approximately ½ an inch. Actually, you wait until you get the fuel flow peak. I hope we didn't flood that thing. I don't even know where the fuel flow actually is on this thing. I hope that didn't... There it is, fuel flow. Hopefully I didn't flood it. I knew we had to turn that off, but I didn't see it in the procedure. There it is, though. Alright, throttle close in approximately open ½ an inch. Alright, so now we hit the mags. It doesn't actually say which one to start first. I guess we'll just go ahead and start the left one first. And we do have pressure. It needs to be at least 10 psi oil pressure within 30 seconds. It looks good. I want this to be between 900 to 1,000 RPM. Let me move back here so we can see that. See the RPMs up there. Alright, that'll work right there at 10%. Alright, so do the right engine. Alright, we'll go ahead and move that down to 10% as well. Actually, that says throttle 1 is 0. Let me go ahead and move my throttle here so we can get both of them together now. There we go. That's idle right there. Might actually stay up near. There it goes. Alright, so throttle 900 to 1000 RPM after start. Alright, so we'll go on to the next one. It says external power if you use disconnect objects. We don't. Alternator, it says to turn back on again. I'm not really sure why. So it says load meters and voltmeter check for battery charge. I'm not even sure. I don't know if we have anything up here. You check down here because I actually don't know where that is. There's our suction. I'm trying to look for voltage. Alright, it's just above 0. I'm not sure if that's good or not. It says check for battery charge, so I guess if it's over 0, I guess it is charging. Red start annunciator light should be illuminated during start. It was and extinguished after start. It is extinguished. Alright, after starting in taxi, we can go ahead and turn on the avionics. Avionics master switch right there. Let's go ahead and turn this stuff on. Now use the I don't know what exactly, the default GPS, so we can have a little map there. I like that. Alright, exterior lights. Oh shit, we didn't turn on the beacon. Damn it, I should have done that. Pitot heat, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Beacon should have already been on. That was my bad. Nav lights. Alright, so all the lights are on. We can go ahead and start our taxi. So let's see, where is our taxi light? Right there. Alright, reset my view. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi. The parking brake is off. See if we can see the wind here. Well, the wind is coming from 00, so take off to the right on 30. It's a heading of 299. Get her going too fast. Yeah, I haven't flown this in probably over a year. I think the last time I flew this was an FS Economy down in like the Carolinas. I remember we were up in the mountains because it had icing problems, if I remember correctly. We did fly the Baron 58 in air hauler, or the original, which was years ago. It was not the Carenado plane either. We used the default one then. Both those G8 planes already leave? They did. That's kind of odd. They didn't stick around at all. Got to be gentle with the stick. She turns really sharp. You got to get used to that. I guess we'll go on all the way. This thing should take off pretty quick, but since I haven't flown in a while and I can't really recall, we'll go ahead clear down to the end here. Come on, past the defunct runway. I don't know why they don't use this runway anymore. But 12 and 30, they extended like 7,000 feet. I think it's actually one of the longest runways in the state now. Well, commercial runways. I'll just blow by there because, like I said, it's defunct. Nobody actually uses it. It's a really short runway, too. We'll come up here, we gotta stop and we gotta do a run up, of course. So we'll do that. I don't know how long that'll take. I jumped in here earlier just to try and find some of the switches and stuff since it's been a while. Alright, here we are. Alright, we'll stop right here. Let me go ahead and throw on the parking brake. There's something else I want. Oh yeah, the heading. We'll go ahead and move our heading over to 299. I just hope that other guy, that Dash 8, isn't going to be texting soon. Hopefully it won't take that long though. We just got a few things to do. Before takeoff, the parking brake is set. Fuel boost pumps are off. By the way, it says this ambient pressure is 32 Celsius or above. It says use low pressure boost, but I don't know where the low pressure boost is because all we've got is high. You can't actually put it in low, so I'm not really sure about that. Alright, all instruments checked. We did start our heading and everything, so we look pretty good there. Fuel quantity, I'm not too worried about the quantity. It had a default quantity of like 400 and some gallons, I think. So we'll say that that's good. Alright, so mixture is full rich. We probably should have leaned that out. I didn't even think about that, because it didn't say anything about it. Starter energized enunciator light. It says should be illuminated to start and extinguish after. I'm not sure why they're telling that. Say that's that again. Alright, so the throttles go up to 2200 RPM. It's about 2200 right there. It says propellers exercise this 200 to 300 RPM drop. Do this one as well. It doesn't move for a second, then it goes flying. Alright, so that's good right there. Alright, now throttle back down to 1700 RPM. Come on down. There's about 1700 right there. So we'll go ahead and check the mags. Okay, why is it going the other way? Apparently it's backwards in this plane. There's both, there's right. That was kind of odd that it went the opposite way. Alright, put those in both. That looks good. We just feathered it. Throttles go to idle. It says note RPM. Let's see as they come down here. Alright, 900 to 1000 now. So just give her a little bit of power. Alright, so flaps, check and set for takeoff. I'm going to go ahead and put the flaps out. Flight controls, let me bring my yoke back. Of course, we'll move through this faster once we get used to this. It takes a little while when you're first doing it. Rudder pedals, look, everything looks good. The doors and windows are locked. We'll go ahead and take the parking brake off. I'm going to do one, turn on our landing lights and our strobe light as well. Alright, should be good. I'm looking for our transponder. I don't see, do not know where the transponder is. Let me look over here. Click these messages off real quick. There's our transponder right there. I don't know if this one will work or not. Yeah. So I can't put in VFR. Hopefully that works. Alright, parking brake is coming off. Let's check to our left and our right. Just in my views. Alright, let's go flying. Finally. Sometimes it seems like it takes forever. Get this thing up in the air. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of here. Off we go. Go ahead and rotate. Hit the brakes. Gears coming up. Go ahead and retract the flaps. Climb to 4,231. I'll turn E and B off so that doesn't happen anymore. Yep, there's the jackiness. I don't understand why that happens. It'll happen when we come into land as well. Right there, it goes back to smooth. It's really odd. I really don't understand it. Alright, let me grab these procedures, see what we need to do. Make sure full rich cowl flaps as required. I'll leave them open. Going off to the right here. Full throttle. Let's see, propellers at 2,500 RPM, so we'll move those back here in a second. Fuel boost pumps off. It did say full power though. Yeah, power full throttle. But then props at 2,500 RPM. We bring them back. Alright, get my hands back on this thing. Sorry, I gotta look at those procedures. Alright, 4231, heading to 043. I'm going to go ahead and move this. And obviously we're going way high now. We'll fix her here in a second. $42.31. God, in between the procedures and everything, having to remember what the hell to do. Remember how to fly the plane. I guess that's Ashland right there. I shouldn't be, I don't know how far we've gotten. Well, I noticed no ground gremlins right now. Looks like buffer pulls has helped a lot with that. Almost there on both. Well, it actually took it before then. 098. $39.31. hopefully they'll keep us close to the airport. Last time we did this at Myrtle Beach and we were all over the ocean. It seems like it took us a while to get back. A little to the right now. 264. All right, 264 and 3831. I kind of do like the check rides. It's pretty interesting compared to Air Hauler 2, where you just leveled up. It's kind of a pain, but at the same time, it's actually kind of nice. I mean, you're gonna pass all of them until maybe at a little more power. Maybe like the bigger planes, like a 747. That'll be kind of interesting, especially hand flying it, because you're not really used to hand flying a 747. Obviously, you got to have the skill to do it, but that'll be interesting. I know some people cheat. Apparently, you can use the autopilot, which is kind of, I mean, that's obviously cheating. I won't do that, but yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. All right. Land at departing airport. We didn't even get down to 3831. Alright, so let's go here to the airport. I believe it's back behind us. We'll go ahead and land on 12. So that'll probably be easiest. There's 119. Alright, let's look around here and find the airport. There she be, right over there. There's ILS for the runway. I can't remember the frequency at all. It'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we're already full rich there. I'm going to go full rich, or high RPM, I should say. Not full rich on the prop RPM. Get down a little bit more. Sure, you could probably go ahead and put the gear down. That'll help some with some drag. Bring the power back a little bit more. So we need to get down and also get slowed down a little bit. She's gonna get jagged. Man, I would really wish I knew what the problem was with that. We'll probably start any time now. We're on the glide slope, by the way. Go ahead and throw some flaps out. It's weird because when I record this with FS Recorder for the playback, as I recall, it always comes back smooth. But for some reason, flying it in real time is jagged as hell. I really don't understand it. Had a little bit more power here, so I'm worried we're going to get a little low here. Actually, we just got high, which is kind of surprising. get back off the power a little bit more again. Trim this out a little bit better. We're really trimmed nose down for some reason. Yeah, if I let go, she just wants to fall down. Oh, now she's going nose up. And we got the jagged. There's the jagged. I was ready for that. Oh, now it went smooth again. What in the world? Alright, there's not, it's going from jagged to smooth. Now we're probably stuck in the jagged. Throw the flaps out. I'm having trouble getting down now. Trying to get her to get down a little bit, but I'm worried about her speed as well. Oh, the jaggeds make it so difficult. Come on. Says it was okay. I guess that was the stall warning right before we landed. It's like I say, it's very difficult, man. I don't get it. Plus, this thing, it doesn't make a sound when you land. Like when you touch down, I've noticed. I don't know why, but it doesn't make a sound, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, come on! I'm trying to get my. There we go. Give her a little power here. Get off this runway. Alright, we'll come over here. Stop her right here. Let's get our landing lights and our strobe off. We need to look at getting our transponder off. I'm not quite sure how to do that. Can we get her? I don't know. She doesn't. I don't think I can get it off. It's really confusing. By the way, if anybody knows how to use that, throw me a message. I'll go ahead and lean this out to about 60. The cowl flaps are open because we never closed them. So let's go park this thing and we'll get our rating. We'll be able to start doing jobs in it. That's the only negative thing about the type rating. Like, I want to just go ahead and start flying jobs and stuff. We gotta do it. I guess it is kind of cool though, because you do have to be checked out for a plane, technically. I guess in real life. So why not do it in the sim life as well? Go ahead and park it right here. Alright, let's stop her right here. I'm pretty sure it's got procedures for it. Because I had to skip a bunch of stuff since we didn't go through like a whole real flight. After landing, yeah, the flaps up. We've already done that. Cowl flaps are so open. Fuel boost pumps is required. We don't need them. Shut down. Parking brake is set. Propellers, it actually wants, yeah, high RPM. Throttles at about 1,000. I don't know why. Fuel boost pumps off. Electro equipment avionics off. I'm gonna guess turn the avionics master switch off as well. mixture controls. Idle cutoff. Right there. After the engine was stopped, we turn these off. It's weird. That's like the mouse scroll and these are backwards. I guess we should have turned that crap off, huh? Battery alternators off. Pitot heat off. Gotta get used to it all we have turned on. Alright, that's everything right there. Let's go over to air holder 2 and get our... I guess we checked out initial climb, good. General handling, good. Landing result, good. Correct airport, good. Landing gear, good. No overspeed. Bank angle, pitch angle, and no stall. We almost felt it right there at the end, possibly. Because, well, I mean, I guess, aren't you technically supposed to hear it? I don't know, the stall warning. We already checked this out, so I'm not going to worry about that. Good, and now we can fly. And now we won't have the jaggeds. Like I say, I apologize. I don't know why that happens. It makes it really difficult trying to land. I don't know why it happens. I haven't really seen anyone else on the forums have that problem, so I'm not really too sure. By the way, what is that? That must be. We haven't chosen that one. I was about to say we're at Huntington, so I don't know what that's all about. All right, well, we've got our rating, and that will be on the next episode. We got Huntington up to KTTF, like it's Monroe, which is up here in Michigan. That's where I'm currently at, technically, even though we were just flying at Huntington. So I'll get moved down there. Yeah, it pays a lot of money, man. $28,543. Just a little south of Detroit and Ann Arbor. So that's pretty cool. Alright, but yeah, that's next episode. We'll start flying the Baron for a little while. I've got tons of twin-engine planes, by the way. Tons of them. So we'll move through those as well. So that's it for this episode, everybody. I hope y'all did like it, and I'll catch you guys on the next flight.